We welcome you back to Grace Hall on the campus of Lehigh University. Shel Siegel along with Marv Wilenzik, Larry Sheridan, bringing you all the fall-by-fall action. Lehigh University out in front of Cornell by a score of 12-10. And Lehigh in the first match this evening lost, went down. Eric Kaufman winning 5-3. Had two ties at 26 and 34 to stay close. Jim Frick, a technical 5-pointer at 142.
Work it in, work it in.
Pat Waters won for Cornell at 150, and Solomon Fleckman won by 6 at 158. So now we're at 167. Derek Brophy from Comac, New York, sophomore, wrestling Mitch Barcaskey from Coraopolis, Pennsylvania, a freshman. And out of fairness to Cornell, this, of course, is the way. Wow, and Brophy really swung one in there Olympic style. I mean, he really let loose.
Well, he's good on the upper body throw. We've seen him work the lateral drop pretty consistently. Nice bridge there. He's got 2 minutes and 24 seconds to go, and it doesn't pay to rush these things. Mere weight, it takes its toll over a period of time. So when you rush these combinations, you sometimes lose the purchasing power.
Now really trying to put the clamps in. 2 minutes to which to do this, and you just have to force down.
Both shoulders for 1 second. College wrestling gives 6 points. This will be Lehigh's inaugural pin if it comes through.
3 points. Here fall, 5-0. Brophy as Mitch Barcaskey recovers from near disaster. As we were mentioning, this is the weight that Andy Rice, by far the most experienced wrestler for Cornell, is not out on the mat. And Derek Brophy has quickly put 5 on the board, escaped 1 to Barcaskey, and we're 5-1.
Work it in. Up, hold it.
You have to give Barcaskey a lot of credit, you know, for a young freshman on his first dual meet, especially against a great Lehigh team, and he gets wrapped by that headlock. He did a heck of a job bridging out of there. Up high bridge.
That was a magnificent bridge. When you can have the power in your neck to elevate with 100 and some pounds on your chest, it's I missed the takedown. I was sitting down putting the headgear on. It was strictly the headlock.
Right to his back. Barcaskey.
I'll show you a replay of that, Larry, if
Who you need, Pat, up?
when we have a chance.
Okay, let's go.
Probably going out of this period. 5-1, Brophy leading. Lehigh, in a seesaw match, have taken the lead back from Cornell, 12-10.
Barcaskey had an excellent WPIAL record, and was sought after the Navy. I thought he was headed for the Naval Academy, but here he is in the rank of the 53 Armored Troops of Cornell.
That must be some Ivy League joke that I'm not used to.
Well, you got to admit, when you look at a roster of 53, you do think you're looking at a football team.
Well, Andy Knowles' theory is anybody that wants to come up to the wrestling team can come up to the gym and grab
it in.
Other schools elect to limit the practice room to varsity wrestlers only. So you have the philosophy. Andy's got an open door policy. Because you never know, you may need one of those guys.
He's got enough big. He's recruited every one of these people. If there's a walk-on on there, it's the...
He really is a wonderful job in recruiting. Andy has, as was mentioned, has really done a wonderful job in bringing this Cornell team around. They haven't had a lot of success against Lehigh, but they've had great success against Ivy League teams and against competition.
Okay. You got to be careful on that. Brophy lifts the mat and brings him down.
Are you okay?
He could ask him if there's a forceful trip or a slam, and I think he's a little stunned by that move. And while you're dominating a wrestler, you also have to be careful for his safety in lifting him clear of the mat. And the referee didn't see it as a forceful slam or trip. Other referees would interpret it differently.
These are the kind that send a chill through all the wrestling mothers' hearts.
They absolutely do.
18-year-old freshman out on a mat with a good, tough competitor like Brophy.
There are still people that believe that your knee has to touch first. I mean, last year at the EIWA tournament, I got an argument on that situation. The guy said, well, your knees first, it doesn't matter. I said, I'll take you out the middle of the mat. I'll lift you above my head. I will drop down to one knee, and then I will drill you to the mat from that position, and you'll never get up. But it is not that. It's not your knee touches first. It's you must return your opponent safely to the mat. That's all.
It's my wife, the Buffalo's theory. When she gets angry with me early in the morning, she goes to one knee, and the next thing I'm down and bang, drilled. Very tough woman, a Slippery Rock graduate.
Oh, green and white.
Brophy brings his man down again.
Are you okay?
Geesey talking to the Cornell wrestler.
Brophy leads with a minute and a half time advantage.
Are you okay?
And a minute and a half to go.
Huh?
Geesey's not satisfied.
Yeah, I was going to say, Joe is not sure that he's in condition to wrestle. Mitch Barcaskey. Coraopolis, Pennsylvania. Escape, 5-2. Dives in, Brophy counters.
Neutral.
Brophy's got almost 2 minutes riding time, leads 5-2.
Hold it.
More head slaps and half swings.
Okay, let's go.
Referee still checking him out.
Let's go center.
39 seconds to go, second period.
Neutral.
Spinning around and gaining the 2-point takedown is Lehigh's Derek Brophy. 25 seconds remaining second period. He's got a 7-2 lead and now has 2 minutes time advantage.
Okay, let's go. Let's work. Center.
Look at the takedown.
Lehigh choice. Down.
Again.
Down, Lehigh. Let's go. Third period.
Barcaskey goes in for the attempt, but he was countered by Brophy. Brophy then works his way around the back and gains the
set it.
2 points on a counter.
Pop.
Lehigh now leading 12-10. We're 167-pound class. 3 more bouts to go. Second dual meet for Lehigh and the first dual meet for Cornell.
Let's go.
It's interesting, Larry, and Shell, how many times they'll go to put the leg in, and wrestlers will let them bring the leg in.
Okay, let's go.
Brophy was smart enough that time to wheel that leg away. He was able to hook it with his hand and push it away. I never understood why you would concede the leg when they bring it in.
There's an inside leg hook put in there by Cornell wrestler. Barcaskey.
Use it.
Again, he's slipping the leg in, but he's up pretty high. Might be too high for the situation. There may be a stalemate as Brophy's trying to shrug him off. Control rest with Barcaskey.
1.
8-2 the score. 1:20 left in the last period. Lehigh's Derek Brophy leading by 6 over the Cornell freshman, Mitch Barcaskey. Nice.
He's hurt.
There he is hurt.
He's hurt.
What that was a short arm drag followed by a back heel hook, back heel trip. And when he dropped, his head went back and bounced off the mat. Now, bear in mind, he had it softened earlier. Now, watch the short arm drag. With the right hand, there's the arm drag. There's the arm drag with the back heel trip. And he hits, boom.
Well, that was on that right shoulder again. It really looks like it was the right shoulder, Larry, that hit that ground first, hit the mat.
I think he had a cervical strain. I think his neck whipped.
Yeah, there was a little whiplash in there. A little whiplash, and I think we'll have a default at this weight class.
That's the third knockdown. It ought to be.
Yeah, that was...
just get out of here.
Look at that one more time.
Okay, now he takes the short arm drag, back heel trip. So far, he hits the deck on the right shoulder. Has an awful lot of force with that elbow up into the right socket. So you might be right, Shell, with your perception there. That where I thought it was a whiplash in the neck, you might have been the shoulder.
18-10 on the default, so 6 points on the board for Lehigh. So that'll be a default. You'll have to add points. 16 points on the board for Lehigh on the default. So the brown and white lead 18-10. And at the moment, they do not want to move Cornell wrestler Mitch Barcaskey till they're sure that he's okay. Now, looks like he will be able to go off under his own power.
Okay, Marv, I was pointing to you earlier, as your referee said after that first bump, wanted to know if he's okay. And, you know, you just never know. If you have a head injury or a bump on the head early on and you're a little groggy, your total coordination is impaired slightly. And whereas a standard drop to the mat would be acceptable, when you're a little slightly groggy, you can drop at the wrong angle. And he just might have had some of the effects in his system from that first bump.
I think any question about it. I think Shells is correct. He hit that shoulder, and as he did, there was you could see his head snapping as he hit on it. He looks like a guy who caught a right cross at the wrong moment.
Yeah. And he's got a little rubber in the legs there as he goes up.